Hello, YouTube land, and welcome to the Get In and Get Out Nintendo Podcast Special Edition. No numbering, no episode 24, 25, 26, 27. No. Because today we're gonna talk about one specific article from Polygon where they rated the top 18 core Mario games and put them in a specific order, and we're gonna have fun with that. But before we go to that, joining me like always, Caleones. How you doing, Caleones, today?
Hey, how you doing, Dantes? How you doing, everybody? And I guess we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this one. Even though we shouldn't really have a lot of fun, we should be angry about certain things, and others we should
We
be,
don't get
you know,
angry.
like potentially scared from that specific publication. But we are gonna be talking about our own very own version of our top 18 Mario Kart titles and compare those with Polygon's ranking. So Dantes, go ahead and take over.
So quickly to explain. So we're taking a break in Christmas, so we're not doing a numbering episode. So we're doing a couple of specials to fill the channel with content for you, my peeps, so you guys can enjoy something as you open your gifts with Santa Claus. But because of that, let's do that rigmarole so we can go quickly to the subject at hand, which is thank you everybody for joining us today at the Get In and Get Out Nintendo Podcast Special Mario Edition right here at the Force In Unison Gaming channel. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment so you can make this two crazy MS happy. Also remember, if you don't want to see ugly faces, it's all good. We got a solution for you. Go to SoundCloud and iTunes and download this podcast for free. Rate us over there because you can show us some love. Also, we do have a Facebook page called at Force In Unison Gaming. And finally, and Dantes says finally, go to chiguerosnews.com and get some clicks and love to my boy Caleones. With that said, Caleones, are you ready? I said, are you ready? For the no one in attendance and the no one watching around the world, let's get ready for Reggie's special. Ho, 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 ho. My body's ready. And what I mean with that is our subject at hand is Polygon provided a list of the top Mario games of all time, basically core Mario games. We'll go through that list. I'll say that list first. Then I'll let Caleones give his 18. I will comment and make, smarky remarks during the list just to have fun with this. And then once Caleones is finished with my thoughts and his thoughts about his list, then I'll go into my list and say my 18 core Mario games. Anyway, with that said, let's start with Polygon's list. Let's go with, I'm going to go from 1 to 18 for this list. When you do yours, you
Um,
go from 18 to 1, just to clarify.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
you can skip their first one and go with the second. Start with the second one.
No. Let's go. Let's go 1 to 18 from Polygon. Number 1 was New Super Mario Brothers U. 2, Super Mario Brothers 3. Okay, respect. 3, Super Mario Odyssey. Respect. 4, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Respect. 5, Super Mario 3D World. 6, Super Mario World. 7, Super Mario Galaxy 1. 8, Super Mario Brothers 1. 9, Super Mario 3D Land. 10, Super Mario Brothers Wii. 11, Super Mario 64. 11. Okay, let me continue. 12, Super Mario Land 2. 13, Super Mario Brothers 2 USA, which is basically Super Mario Brothers 2 NES. 14, New Super Mario Brothers 2. 15, Super Mario Land 1. 16, Super Mario Sunshine. 17, Super Mario Bros. DS. And 18, Super Mario The Lost Levels. That's the 18 on the list. You guys can see it. Maybe when we back edited, we'll put the list in front so everybody can see it, 1 to 18. But with that said, Caleones, just go ahead and give your list, and we'll do that. You go through your list, and then we'll comment as you go through it. Okay?
Okay, so the way we're doing this is that we're going from the bottom to the top, correct? Yeah.
Sorry,
So
sorry, sorry. We're going from the bottom to the top. We don't want to, surprise. We have to surprise the peeps. Why it's our number one Mario game of all time? So go ahead.
okay, so I'm gonna start with the bottom one, which is probably the most obscure title out of all of them, which is Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. So I'm okay with that one when it comes to theirs. After that one, I'm gonna go with Super Mario Brothers 2, and it's because it was so different from the normal formula, at least in the U.S. Where we're calling it number two, and I didn't really like it that much. Then I'm gonna go with the new Super Mario Brothers 2. Then Super Mario Land 1, Super Mario Land 2, new Super Mario Brothers, at number 12, Super Mario 3D Land, 11, new Super Mario Brothers U, 10, Super Mario Brothers 3D World, 9, new Super Mario Brothers Wii, 8, Super Mario Sunshine, 7, Super Mario Brothers for the NES, 6, Super Mario World, 5, Super Mario Galaxy, the first one. 4, Super Mario Brothers 3. Number 3, Super Mario 64. Number 2, Super Mario Galaxy 2. And number 1, Super Mario Odyssey. So those are my, in the order which I would have put them.
You already put in Super Mario Odyssey number one already. Are you sure that you're doing it because of the hype?
I'm not doing it because of the hype. It's just I love the controls over the ones from Galaxy in Galaxy 2. My own personal
But
preference.
but who had better stage design?
Stage design?
Yeah.
No, I mean like one of the things about that I don't particularly like about the game is the designs themselves. I don't really care much for the anti-gravity being upside down on the worlds and having to kind of like go around and
Well, but,
around.
but there was a lot of
So
stages that you had an open world too. Come on, they
yeah,
even
I mean
recreated the
yeah.
second stage of Mario 64 in Mario Galaxy, which was awesome. Just to clarify, so I'm just saying, which one had better stage design? Well, we'll get to this. We'll get to this. We'll fight. We'll fight. But let's go back. So you said Mario Odyssey is number one. So why you feel Mario Odyssey to you is the greatest? I mean, this is a big deal. You're saying that the newest Mario game is the greatest Mario game of all time. Why you feel Mario Odyssey is the greatest game of all time, or Mario game of all time?
Because I mean, for me, it's one. They took a little more cinematic approach to the game. It's a little bit more story incorporated. I love how the game starts from the very beginning, right in the middle of a fight with Bowser. Then you have all the the different worlds, the different ways that you can play, all the different move sets that Mario now has. And even more moves that he can do when gaining possession of different enemies or objects or tanks or things like that. So I mean, for me overall, it gives you the absolute best Super Mario Odyssey definitive experience, or the Super Mario definitive experience in Odyssey. That's the way I personally think of it.
Mm, okay. Second, you said Mario Galaxy 2. Fine. Third, you
Yeah.
said Mario 64, right?
Yes.
And fourth, you said Mario Galaxy 1.
No. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay. Okay. Seems like you're showing a lot of love to the 3D games, not enough love to the 2D games. Uh, I'm just saying, based on your
Oh,
list.
I mean, I have the original Super Mario Brothers number 7 on there, and I mean it's okay. So when it came to the Nintendo 60, not Nintendo 64, but the Nintendo games, 3D Mario. So you had the first 3D, the first 2D Mario's, 1, 2, and 3 come out on the original Nintendo. Then you had Super Mario World coming out on the Super NES, and you had the sequel, which is Yoshi's Story. But we're not including it because it's not really a core Mario game like Polygon State, and basically Yoshi is the main character of the game. So that one you don't really count it. Yes, you have the land games on the Game Boy, and you have then going over to the Nintendo 64, it was a 3D Mario game. GameCube, it was a 3D Mario game. The Wii and the DS is when you get the new Super Mario games, when you got the side scroller. But to me, even though they're still good games, they don't really do. I mean, they don't really push the 2D games to a new level. It's for me, I got a better experience from Super Mario Brothers 3 than I did from the Wii and DS games of the new Super Mario brand.
Okay.
I mean, I just maybe it could be nostalgic glasses. It could be something like that. But that's the leap. I mean, especially the leap in between Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3 was immense. Was a big one. But I just didn't really quite see the big leap in between the 2D Mario games going from those to the Wii and DS versions.
Okay, so go quickly to your top 10 because again, you already said it, but it's hard to remember everything
Yes.
quickly.
Okay.
And more that I was getting called from work. So from number 10, you said which one?
Super Mario 3D World,
Okay.
then new Super Mario Brothers Wii, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario 64, Galaxy 2, and Odyssey.
Okay. Now go from 11 to 18.
Okay, so 11 is New Super Mario Brothers U,
Okay.
Super Mario Land 3, Super Mario 3D Land,
Okay.
New Super Mario Brothers, then Super Mario Land 2, then Super Mario Land 1, then New Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 2, the for the NES, and the Lost Levels
Okay.
at the
So
end.
let's compare and see as I go through my list if we have the same thoughts in the list, and let's just match it to have a little bit of fun. So I'm gonna go with my list now, and let's start with there. Okay, number 18, I said Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels. We agree on that? Okay. Number 17, I put Super Mario Land 1. Right? Which one you put 17?
I put the second Super Mario Brothers for the NES.
Okay. The reason I put Super Mario Land 1 is because when the 3DS came out, I did bought it as a virtual console game, and I played it again. I was like, damn, this game is not as good as I remember. It's not as polished. It's a little bit rough around the edges, right? So I truly believe that the new Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS, it's a better game as how it's polished. But even that game struggles, to clarify, because after Super Mario Land, I got 16 new Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS. The stage designs on those games were a little bit bad, in my opinion, not as good stage design as the other Mario games, and that's why I put it so low. Even though it was a fun game, and the goal was to collect a lot of coins, it was still not a good Mario game. Even the hidden stages, if you put it that way, were not as challenging or as competitive at all. So it was kind of like almost, this is my opinion, but it almost feels like a cash grab, that game. That's weird for me to say from a core Mario game. But then 15 was New Super Mario Brothers for the DS. Now, again, good game. It was a pretty well-made game, in my opinion. And it was the first time you had a 2D Mario game in a long time. So a lot of people were pumped to seeing this game. But if I compare it to the other new Super Mario Brothers game, like New Super Mario Brothers Wii and New Super Mario Brothers U, I believe those games had better power-ups, better stage designs, and were way more fun than this game. This game kind of went back to the basics, and you only had basically the Fire Flower and the Big Mario through the whole game as your power-ups, right? But I understand. They wanted to do back to the basics, and it still made a good game. I think it's just that the other ones are better. So that's me on 15. 14, New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Which one you had 14?
I have new Super Mario Brothers. So that's
The
the
DS?
3DS version.
Okay.
Well, the
So we're
DS version, the
close
DS
in a
version.
sense. We're a little bit close. It's just one position off, but seems like we're close. 13, I put Super Mario Land 2. I thought that was a way better game in the handheld version than the Super Mario Land 1, and I had like a big nostalgic feel about that game. So I don't know why I like that game that much. I even again beat it when it came out to the virtual console in the 3DS. So I put it there. 12, I think we matched on this one. I put Super Mario 3D Land, right? I think you had it 12 too, right, Caleones?
Yes, I have it as well.
So the reason I put it 12 is even though this game is fun, even though this game is, I like the way it uses the 3D, right? It was still also, I don't know, it was so easy. This game was so easy I did not have that great fun with it. It was fun using the Tanuki suit again, so it felt great going back to those old school days of Mario. But because some stages depended on the 3D, you had to really had some platform areas that if you failed them, it wasn't so much of the area itself or the challenge. It was more the perspective in the game. So that's why, to me, they should have worked the 3D, but have it work in a way that you didn't need the 3D. So people who play this game in the 2DS, they're going to struggle with this game because there were platforming parts that you needed to have the 3D to make sure that you make the right landing spots. So that's why, to me, this game take hits in the list, and that's why I put it number 12. Okay. Then number 11, I put New Super Mario Bros. U. Again, I think we mashed that too. New Super Mario Bros. U. I like the game. I thought it was a great launch title for the Wii U. I had great fun with this game, and more so, I like how big it was, how many stages there was. The creative on this game was really good, in my opinion, and to me, it's the best of the new games from the Super Mario, based on the design. And there was even some challenge in there once you find, of course, the famous Start Road, and you were trying to get all those final coins in this game, right? But I even enjoy too the DLC pack, and this is where it adds more to this game, the Luigi version of it, because it was basically all the areas with specific stages made for Luigi. Love that. A lot of replay value to me in the Wii U. I love this game. I know a lot of people crap on the New Super Mario Brothers name, but I thought that this game was well made, and if you put it right next to every Mario game, you'll see that it's not that bad of a Mario game. So I don't understand the hate, but anyway. That was number 11. Now we're going to the top 10, right? Number 10, I put Super Mario Bros. 2, the original NES game, the US Super Mario Bros., right? I put it because maybe nostalgic a little bit, right? I thought I loved this game while I was growing up. It was a different pace. I didn't know that it came from another type of game. I thought it was designed for Mario. So picking up those vegetables and throwing crap at them, and then finding the hidden shortcuts so you can jump worlds, and getting to the end and fighting Warp, which you didn't know Warp was not a Mario enemy. I thought you were gonna face Bowser at the end. You face Warp, and it was, who the hell is Warp? And this giant frog just shooting bubbles at you. Still fun. I love getting there. I think the controllers were really well made. Mario controlled really well. And yeah, at the end it was just a dream, but it's still a good Mario game. So I have it number 10. Which one you had number 10? Is that one too?
No. I mean, like Super Mario Brothers, I have it 17. So
No, Mario Brothers 2.
no, Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm sorry, I have it 17.
Oh, the USA version, you have it 17.
Yeah.
Okay, on
Yeah,
that one.
I wasn't too fond of it.
Okay.
The one that I have number 10 is Super Mario 3D World.
Okay, so there we're close again. I think our list is not that bad. Honestly, we think similar because I got number 9, Super Mario Brothers 3D World, right? And I think they took the concept of the 3DS and made it the right way. I think this game is the one that kind of needed to design into the 3D Land one, right? And that's where my complaints were fixed, in my opinion, when they did the the Wii U version. So I like this game. I like the cat power. It looks cute. The way you use it, the way you climb walls, and there was some special hardcore stages at the end that help lift it up a little bit. It was easy. I admit it. It was easy. And to do everything in this game, it was a pain in the ass because you needed to beat every stage with every character. So what I used to do, I would play the stage, I would get all the way to the end, and then I would have the other 3 controllers and call them out so they could come in and they could jump at the flag at the same time with me, so I didn't have to repeat the stage 4 times. If you're playing single, it's a little bit tougher. But anyway, I thought it was a good game. That's why I put it number 9. Number 8 is gonna be a surprise. You're gonna say, "Wow, why so low?" Super Mario Galaxy 1. Now, Super Mario Galaxy, the first time I played the first one, it was a great game. I had a good fun with it. But I felt that there was something missing. Like the first time I played it, I did everything. I was like, okay, this is fun. And I started playing it again, and I couldn't get all the way through the second time. I got bored. No, excuse me, in reverse. Switch it back. I got confused there. I played it all the way through the first time, did everything, and then you know that it opens Luigi, and then you can get the Luigi stars, right? So I did like 1/4 of the Luigi stars, I would say, and I stopped playing. I I just I wasn't motivated to keep going and continue with it, right? So again, I just, something was missing from this game. I didn't feel it was that much fun compared to Galaxy 2, and maybe it was more the stage design itself and the way they implemented Luigi compared to the other game. I think that's the difference. But when I beat Galaxy 2, I came back to Galaxy 1 and beat all the remaining stars for Luigi's. That's how much love I have for Galaxy 2, right? So that's why I put it a number nine. Excuse me, number 8. Number 7, the original Super Mario Brothers. Number 6, Super Mario Sunshine. And you people are gonna say, why you have Super Mario Sunshine over Galaxy and Mario Brothers 1? I like Sunshine. Sunshine, even though it was a little bit rough on the edges and have some polish issues, using the water gun. What was the guy's name? Or I forgot the name of it. But anyway, your companion was fun. Was fun, and there was some hardcore stages. There was real challenge in this game. A lot of people complain about Sunshine that it sucks because they had challenges that they couldn't beat. And this game, I like the balance of the challenge with the balance of the stages that were normal or easy. And again, it's
I
still
want to say like quickly, flood.
Flood. Thank you, Flood. So using Flood, the times that you couldn't use Flood, kind of like in Mario Odyssey, where they take Cappy away in certain areas, and that's the best areas when you don't have Cappy. They did the same here. They took Flood away, and those are the stages that you really have to show your platforming skills. So Sunshine, I don't know why it gets so much hate. I believe it's a good game, and that's why I have it at number 6. Number
Yeah,
5.
and
Yeah, go ahead.
but I mean, like Sunshine is, I think it's one of those games that more, yeah, like kind of like we talked about, Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, where you have to play it again to really appreciate it, and even have the HD version for people to, finally appreciate the game for how great it is. I think Super Mario Sunshine does deserve an HD remake.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's going to
I
come
agree.
out because, and especially with the, using Flood and those mechanics, which I think are going to work even better now with the either the Pro Controller or the Joy-Con. So I think if people get a second look at that game with an HD version, they're really going to grow to
If
appreciate it.
they polish the game now, like you said, with
Mhm.
like if imagine running using Mario can imagine you be able to control Mario like you control Mario now in Odyssey, but in Mario Sunshine, it's a good game. You can make it into a really great game if you do that, in my opinion. But we'll see. I just feel bad the hate that it gets, and I think the hate is because again, it's a challenging game, and a lot of people don't like challenge. But let's keep going. Number 5 was Super Mario World. I love Super Mario World. Oh, I think that's one of the best. To me, it's even better 2D platformer, more polished than Super Mario Brothers 3. But I have Super Mario Brothers World later than Super Mario Brothers 3 because 3 had a bigger impact. So 3 is number 4. So Mario 3 is 4, World is 5. 3 has a bigger impact in the sense that in the NES, when that game opened up, you saw how big it was. You're like, how in the hell am I gonna do everything and not turn the NES off for the next 6 hours or something to that extent? And,
Yeah.
and remember, kids, at that time we didn't have save states, so playing a game for 6 hours straight on your NES it was a huge risk.
Well, I mean, Super Mario Bros. 3 had a whole movie on it, so
A whole what?
a whole movie based on it. The Wizard.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure. Anyway, but Super Mario World is a better, more polished game. I just the impact to me, the other one had a bigger impact. But I love Super Mario World. Controlling Yoshi, the K power up, all the hidden secrets, Star Road. Those
The
that was a
music,
challenge. Star Road was a challenge.
the
And
music.
the
Yeah.
music was awesome. Exactly, and that's where Odyssey struggles in with this because World had such great music. So again, World is great. I think it's just that 3 was have a bigger impact. Okay. Number 3, I'm gonna say Super Mario 64. I think 64 we talked about it. 64 is one of the most important games in the history of gaming. What are your biggest thoughts about 64?
Well, I mean, we kind of touched upon this on a different video that we're going to be releasing. Talking about the our choices for N64 Classic Edition games to be included, but I said that it basically changed how people viewed 3D games and showed people how 3D games were meant to be made. So, before the game came out, you had, I mean, games not. not from that perspective, and the angles, the like the camera, how you can move it around from the character, and even though and it's pretty cool how they incorporated it by having the the character holding the camera and you being able to move it. But the game itself, it revolutionized the way that you see 3D games. How the whole movement, especially with how they did the N64 controller and the analog stick by having all those different degrees of movement as well. So I think it's one of the biggest in a similar way to Breath of the Wild and how I think is going to change open world gaming going forward. Super Mario 64 changed 3D worlds gaming forever when it came out.
So I agree. That's why I wanted Caleones to chime in because Mario 64 means a lot to both of us. You know how many times I beat that game 120 starts? Again, at that time I didn't have that many games, so you have to play a lot the games that you had. So Mario 64 deserves to be there. That's why I put it number 3. It's just the next 2 games just did it better. Took that DNA for Mario 64 and perfected it. And that's where I'm going to go into. I do have Super Mario Odyssey as number 2. I think that's a big deal that I'm putting Mario Odyssey at number 2 being the newest game. It could fall off for me later on as I, simmer all this information in my head, but right now after the hype, I think Mario Odyssey deserves to be number 2. The way you control Mario is great. The way you explore the worlds are great. I just wish there was a little bit more challenge. That's the only thing that I'm asking. It was easy to me, in my opinion. Even the darker and darkest side of the moons compared to other games was easy. I didn't find it as challenging as I wish. Like when the first time that opened and I knew it was darker and darkest side of the moon or dark and darkest side on the moon, I was like pumped. I was like, now we're gonna see the shit. And at first I was like, yeah, this is cool. And then oh crap, where's the challenge here? I beat it already. Oh crap. Okay, so that's where I struggle with Odyssey. Is the challenge really hurts this game. So that's why for me, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the number 1 Mario game of all time. No question about it. Sorry, Caleones. Your opinion doesn't
Well,
matter. My opinion is
uh,
fact.
yeah, it actually there's some questions about it, but go ahead.
I think Mario Galaxy 2, the stages were better designed, in my opinion. There was a mix of both. Smaller stages, like Caleones is saying, like he doesn't like the gravity part of it. Maybe he doesn't remember that there was big stages too that you could explore. The way you use the power-ups were smart and interesting. Even the Fire Flower Mario came back in 3D in the Galaxy games, and the way they used them, it was smart. It was fun. I just thought that it was a great way to play with the power-ups to get to the end of the power-ups. Then how you mix Luigi at the end, and then you can switch. Not at the end. You could start using Luigi, if I remember this in film, like 3/4 into the game, and then you can use both bros to get the final stars and then get the green stars, and then your strategy would change because you're like, oh my god, that star is so high. I don't think I can make it with Mario. Let me switch to Luigi, and I'm gonna try to do a crazy jump here to see if I can get it. And then you could, and you're like, oh yeah, Luigi's the man. So again, it's just the way they mix both brothers, the way that the games were designed, the way you use Yoshi. Yoshi is here in this game, and you can ride Yoshi in this game. And the stages with Yoshi were really fun too. He's not Spider-Man Yoshi like in Odyssey. So, and you guys play it, you'll understand what I mean. But I think to me, Galaxy 2 still the best Mario game. I wish it would get a HD remake. I played in the emulator, and trust me, it looks great. But I want an HD remake for you console gamers, so you guys can see Mario Galaxy still, even though it wasn't in 1080p, still looks great. Still looks beautiful. And imagining, oh, and the music, Caleones, the music, the orchestrated music, compared to Odyssey, another ding against Odyssey. It's just no comparison. So again, Mario Galaxy to me is the number 1 Mario game of all time. Any thoughts on my list, Caleones?
Well, I mean, I don't, yeah, like I said, I don't really agree with, Galaxy 2 being up there.
Boo.
But I voiced my concerns, and I know one of the things you talked about Odyssey is that, and I do agree on this one, which is why I probably, I mean, we'll have to either play it again or listen to the songs, but the music on Super Mario Odyssey doesn't really have that lasting appeal that other games have, and which is one of the things about like Super Mario World. Like Super Mario World probably has one of the best music out of all the Mario games ever made, outside of the original one, where of course, it has the original Mario tunes that everybody remembers, but that's one thing that is missing from Odyssey, and it's probably one of those things that kind of hurt it a little. Based on the lasting appeal. Yes, you can like after you collect the different songs and things like that, you can go back and listen to them. So I'm probably gonna do that and or just like try to play it again. I still haven't collected all of it like you have twice. So so I still need to go back and see. But the music itself hasn't really captured me. But it's everything else like the gameplay, the worlds. It's a little more story based, than the other ones. Even though they let you, I mean, they give you the freedom on the game. But that's why for me, Odyssey places number one and Galaxy 2 is comes in at number two.
Which is fine. I still think you're wrong, but which is fine. That's fine. I would say this. So Odyssey probably has the best story in a sense. Tie against Galaxy 1. Galaxy 2 did not have a great story because if the story felt like a remix from Galaxy 1, people who play it will understand what I mean with that.
Yeah, yeah, but Odyssey also has one of the greatest Mario gaming moments, which is when you take control of Bowser.
No, I like the festival better.
We'll see.
No, I think that's a bigger moment in my opinion. The festival was awesome. And what's gonna say about music for Odyssey is that the best tunes on Odyssey are the ones that are remake from the original games. There's a couple there that are good. It's just I don't know. It's not that good. But you have to understand. I want to give the brothers each love, and Galaxy 2 did an awesome job in sharing the wealth. Where Odyssey is missing that Luigi factor, is missing that challenge, and maybe if you ever do everything in Odyssey, you know what I mean. You will know what I mean, right? And it hurts the game personally. I understand that they need to make the game accessible for everyone, but that was the whole point of the post content the Galaxy came up with. Galaxy post content was the game for me, for people like me. And I was expecting the same from Odyssey, and I did not get it, and that was a letdown. That's basically it, Caleones. That's why Odyssey goes below Galaxy in my opinion, but still a great, awesome Mario game. I did everything twice, so that you know how good it is. I put 100 hours exactly on the game. So if it was a crappy game, I would not be putting 100 hours in a game. To clarify, and two. It's still one of the best games this year. So I still have it number 2. We'll see if that changes later on when you start simmering down. But for now, I'll pull Odyssey number 2. You want to say something?
No, I mean, pretty much. I mean, can't really disagree when we have 1 and 2, those games. What we can definitely disagree on is Polygon having New Super Mario Brothers U at number 1. So we can definitely disagree on that.
Oh, we disagree on that for sure.
Wait, and Super Mario 64 placing at number 11. That should not be excused.
Yeah, but again, we wanted to make our list. Hey, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and it's all good that Polygon to have their opinion. I'm just saying my opinion is a fact, and Caleone's opinion is an opinion. But just, anyway,
you're close enough to mine, so I'll respect yours. I won't say it's right. I'm just gonna respect it.
Anyway, that's it, guys. We just wanted to share the love of Mario. It's Mario fever right now with Odyssey kicking so much booty. And we just wanted to share with the Polygon article and make fun of it. That's one we did with Mario Brothers U. Really, guys? I mean, whatever you guys were having that night when you made that list, share it. Share it with the peeps. Because you guys were high ass. You know what I mean? Anyway, but still, I think our list is pretty similar. There's some differences here and there, but it's not awfully bad. So I would say that both our lists are pretty good. And compared to Polygon, any list right now is pretty good in reality. Anyway, with that said, let's end it. Unless you wanted to say something, Caleones.
No, I'm good. Like we've given Polygon enough flack. They've done some very good things before, but this is not one of them. So.
No, but let's end it. I think we have fun. Let's do. Oh, did I put the outro music? No, I did not put the outro music today. I didn't set it up on the hotkeys. It's all good. We don't put outro music today. No music for you guys. Again, we're doing this off the cup. Anyway, to close out the show, I want to thank everybody for watching the Get In and Get Out Nintendo Podcast Mario Special Edition right here at the Force In Unison Gaming channel. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment so you can make these two crazy MFs happy. Also, please remember, we do have a Facebook page, Force In Unison Gaming. And finally, and Dantes says finally, go to chiguerosnews.com and give some clicks and love to my boy Caleones. With all that said, thank you again. Long live Nintendo. See you guys.